Alright everyone, it is MRE time, and I do apologize for the somewhat slipshod way in which I'm recording this, including the background noise. There's like a kid crying somewhere off in the distance at the moment. I do apologize for this. At the moment, I'm still experimenting, but I do have a second one of these. Thanks to MRE Mountain, by the way. There will be a link in the description to where you can get delicious rations from them. Big thanks to them. I got a discount. They gave me all sorts of good stuff. Dutch, Czech, and so forth. This is, and again, I apologize for the slipshod nature of recording. This is an Arctic field ration, Norwegian. You can tell that because of the little toothpaste flag there. I'm going to be opening this up. This is lamb with rice and lentils. And there are various other things in it as well. Now, of course, it's probably mostly in a foreign language. I'm going to be doing the best that I can. Again, I do apologize. I've set it up as good as I can. I don't even have a tea kettle right now. Long story short, the tea kettle that was here, of course, we're renting at the moment. The tea kettle that was here kind of got rusted out. And so you can use it, but it just doesn't taste good. And so I'm just using this pan, basically. This is what I use in the morning for coffee, too. We will be opening this up now. I might not even need that, actually. This looks like it might be easy tear. And I'm wrong, of course. So, this is the sharpest knife we have, actually. So, we'll be going with it. I'm going to try to keep an eye on the camera, as well as what I'm doing. That may be hard at some points. And this table does jiggle. This brick, by the way, is not just here because one of the cats likes to use it as a pillow. It actually keeps the table stable. One of the things is loose on it. There's nothing to be done about it. There's no way to repair it. So I'm going to show you exactly what's inside this Arctic field ration. It smells good already, actually. There's a smell of mint in it. It smells like an Andes mint. If you've ever had that candy, and by the way, Andes mints, one of the greatest candies ever. There are ice creams that use it. It's amazing. So this is the entree. And this is the, well, I think this is the entree. Yeah. So this is lamb. Right here. And I believe the idea is that you add water to it. And I'm going to have to actually look at how to do that. Yeah. I'll probably add less water than they recommend. Cranberry protein bar. Yeah, that looks good. I'm not a huge fan of cranberry, but it's not bad. Dark chocolate. Like that. There's coffee. You can always use more of that. Disinfectant swab. You're not going to need that because, you know, coronavirus aside, there's just no reason. This is tortilla. This is a Mexican beef wrap. It's funny because they actually have it all in English, and this is a Norwegian ration. Energy drink with a taste of lemon. Add 3 DL of cold water. I don't know what a DL is, my dude. I'm just going to add it to taste. I'm probably just going to put it in the other cup. What I think I'll do is I'll use that for the lamb, because this is actually hot. And so I'm going to sort of be jerry-rigging it. I'll probably use that for the lamb and for the coffee, and I might put the energy drink aside and not drink it, because I didn't realize this would be so water-intensive. I'm not used to the entree needing to be rehydrated. And I'm actually going to look at this for a second, because I don't know exactly how much... Just add hot water, stir well, and enjoy. Okay. So this is our ration. This is the main ration. You open it up like this. I'm going to show you what's inside. Don't worry. I'll show you dry. This is... Oh, it actually smells really good. Okay, so in there... I'm trying to get the autofocus. This is a Brio webcam, and it still won't autofocus properly. Just imagine. Logitech has some issues. I'm not exactly sure how much I'm supposed to add. Probably the whole pan's worth. So we're going to be adding some of that. I don't know if I'm going to have enough left for the coffee. I'll have cold coffee. There's no creamer in these, though. Normally with an MRE, if you get coffee or you get tea, there's some sort of creamer, a dry creamer of some sort. With this, you don't get that. So, you do get chewing gum, though. Peppermint. And that's exactly where the, by the way, the smell is coming from. That smells probably better than it tastes. I will be dumping this in, and again, I am very sorry for the slipshod nature of this particular video. I will refine it before me and Liz started on the Czech ration tomorrow. This is just a very preliminary test. I need to know how much water I need, number one, for this kind of ration, and presumably for others, and it is fairly hot. I did boil it. I need to know that, and no, I should probably pour this. Let me measure this off into the cup off of the side. I don't want to overfill it. And the cat is coming by, which means you'll probably have a kitty visitor here. Things will shake. Yep. Yeah, there we go. There's the acrobat. Yeah, I know your towel is freshly cleaned. Okay. I'm not 100% confident that I'm going to do this right, but I'm going to try it. I suppose, like, imagine you're in the military. You're in the Norwegian military, and you're trying to make things work. It's just like the good old days, back when everything, and of course the spoon would break. Well, here's our first complaint about Norwegian military rations, as you'll see in a second. That makes no sense. Well, okay. We can still eat it. Yeah, we're going to need the rest of the hot water, I think, unfortunately. Just a second here. Again, very slipshod. It actually makes it more fun, though, to do it this way. Like, when it's very professional, it almost gets too professional at times. People take it too seriously. It's like, you know, enjoy the ration. Steve, by the way, Steve, MRE Info, if you're not subscribed to him, you're crazy. Oh my god, I could watch that dude eat for hours and hours. And he's stacked too, so he must like work out too. He doesn't just eat a lot of calories, he also burns them off. Unlike me. That smells, actually smells really good. Okay, so this is lamb. If the autofocus will work. Let me check my settings, actually. I think that it might have switched itself off for absolutely no reason. No, it's still on. The autofocus does not at the... Oh, there it goes. Yeah, finally it works. It's trying to focus on everything mid-screen. I'm going to try to show this to you by having something behind it. Come on. You can do it. Just for like 2 seconds, dude. Oh, for the love of Christ. See, this is what I mean by technical difficulties. Yeah. Sorry that I don't have a professional editing setup. Anyway, we will be trying this. This is lamb and rice. Yeah, it's good. The rice doesn't hydrate as well as the other stuff in it. But the taste is good. Yeah, sorry for speaking with my mouth full. I can't help it. Some people get ASMR off the mushy sounds from this. Appease everyone. There's a lot of carrot. You can taste the carrot. I think there's corn in this too. I think. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I'm going to try a little bit of this cranberry protein bar. And then make some presumably cold coffee. It actually doesn't matter though, as long as it has caffeine in it, who cares, dude? Right. Again, something, it's basically a blur to you. Until you bring it back like this. It smells good. Oh. Yeah. That's just as good as the entree. I'll save some of that for Liz. And we have our tortilla. Yeah, see, this one's easy open. More or less. Let's see. I'm not 100% sure what to do with it, though. It looks like there's something in it. It smells like it. This is like a taco. But there's no heating element for it or anything. I don't know why there's no heating element in this. I have the feeling that this is supposed to be heated. It smells like it's supposed to be, but I'm going to taste it anyway. Yeah, if I get massive food poisoning, you know who to sue, the Norwegian government. Oh, yeah. Yep. And it's not bad. That's a good one, actually. That's better than the entree. This... Oh, and there's some spice in it, too. You can actually taste it. I don't know if you can really see it very well, because I've still got to calibrate the brio. I'm using this Logi bullshit. It used to be Logitech was standalone, and not anymore. Never will be again. Everything is app-based now. Ooh. That has actually quite a bit of spice. It would have been nice if they had had it more bland in this, and had a packet of spice off to the side. With that, again, it would have taken up a negligible amount of room in the MRE. A little bit of celery salt, maybe some Tabasco or whatever. It wasn't exactly jam-packed anyway. You could have done that, but that's fairly spicy, actually. I'm not complaining at all. I'm just saying that some people might not like it. Norway is not exactly known for its spicy foods. That's good. I don't know where to put it exactly. The lamb is good. It's not quite as good as the, whatever that thing is, the tortilla. One thing, a good thing about this, unlike I think it was the Australian CRM I had years ago, the lamb in that was gamey. It wasn't unpleasant, but it was just, it tasted gamey, like lanolin sort of flavor. This doesn't taste like that. There's a tiny bit of breadiness to the meat, if that makes any sense. That might be coming from the rice. It's really good, actually. I'm not going to lie. This is my dinner, too. Okay. We have Polder Mill, Colombian freeze-dried instant coffee. Sounds good. I think I might have had this once before. I'm not 100% sure. I never can be. And we're going to have this cold because we've got no other choice. It's like... well, I guess we can use the knife to stir it. They don't give you any sort of... They don't even give you a milk substitute for this, dude. You Norwegians, definitely being a little bit spare in some aspects. I'll give you credit for the Mexican food. That was actually pretty great. But, I don't know. It's going to be kind of dishwater coffee, I guess. Ironically enough, it's not half bad. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's acceptable, at least. Sort of like the ration itself. I think definitely the best part of it is the Mexican tortilla, if I had to weigh in on that. This isn't bad, though. It's funny, something in this tastes a little bit like egg. Like a scrambled egg, almost. It must be the protein of the lamb. But for some reason, it tastes a little bit like egg. Maybe there's egg in it. I can't read Norwegian, so. No, I mean, it's not bad at all. Half done with it now. I'm definitely eating all of this, though. That's the star of the show. The star of the show from a Norwegian ration. It's in the middle of Scandinavia. It's like Viking land. The Mexican proportion of it's the best part. If that were in a vending machine, you'd buy that. It's got just the right amount of spice, at least for someone like me. But again, one thing I would advise, like the Norwegian military is going to watch my YouTube channel or something. One thing that I would advise is leave some of the heat out and put a packet of, like, again, like a Tabasco sauce or something in the MRE. It takes up almost no room. The cost is going to be like, what, 5 cents? And ultimately you're left with people that don't like a lot of heat, because this is a little bit spicy. They'll be able to eat it and enjoy it. And people like more heat, maybe they'll trade, like, they'll grab up another Tabasco packet from someone who doesn't want it, or even the whole thing, and they'll trade them something for it. Like, I imagine that's a big thing among soldiers when they're out in the field. Excuse me. I imagine that one of the big things for people out in the field is that when they're sitting down to mealtime, they trade things. It's not bad. I just wish I could get a better focused shot. There's no way to do that. Fucking come on, Jesus Christ, dude. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, the Brio is terrible at autofocus. Everything else, it's great. 60 FPS, up to 4K. Can't focus worth a shit. Fucking bullshit. Again, this energy drink is probably great. I'm going to save it for later, though, because there's no way for me to actually drink it. It's not bad coffee. It's just, for some reason, the Norwegians didn't invent the idea of milk. They were more lactose intolerant than their neighbors, maybe. I'm enjoying getting back into the MRE swing of things. I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of sweets, so I probably just, I don't know, I'll do something else with dark chocolate. The cranberry is okay, though. It's almost like a, say, it's a little bit like a cereal bar, actually. Like a granola bar, almost. Only with cranberry in it. And it's better than most of those you get in the U.S. It's got more of a floral scent. It smells like fruit. Mostly in the U.S., if you get a cereal bar, it smells like cereal that fruit walked through. This is totally different. It's a 180. It's definitely better. Look at the cat over there and the faces that she's making. She looks away dejectedly. I'd like to point out one thing. Talking with your mouth full is not polite. I will never show myself actually eating, and I'll tell you why. If I were to look at myself, like in the actual camera over here, and saw myself chewing food, I would lose my lunch. I can't watch people eating. It's a phobia of mine. I just can't do it. It's gross to me. And so when I make MRE videos, you get to see just the MRE. And I know this is a little bit of a haphazard setup. I'm doing the best that I can at this time. I will refine it before tomorrow. Now that I'm learning lessons from this, I know I need warm water, more hot and cold water, number one. And probably to push things off to the side just a little bit more. Overall, if I had to give this a rating, this lamb and rice MRE, it's definitely good. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. The Mexican tortilla is better than the entree, though. Again, if the Norwegian military happens to be listening, a very, very important edifice in the world, if you could make that less spicy and add a little bit more additive spice into the actual MRE, people would appreciate that, because I can't imagine the average Scandinavian is sitting there wanting to eat spicy food, because it's like not a thing up there. The ration is good. It's quite good. It needs quite a bit of water, I would say, which could be a problem in some climatic conditions. This is delicious. The cranberry bar, never change that. That's pretty great. And of course, I couldn't check the energy drink. But yeah, lemon rice MRE from Norway. That's pretty good. If somebody served me that in a restaurant, I would consider that to be acceptable. And trust me, to you in Norway that are like soldiers or something, you might think this is probably by your standards not great. Trust me, there are people in the world that eat worse. There are people in the world that pay to eat worse. So keep that in mind. That's not bad. That's about all. Peace out.